This week was awesome, wasn't it? Like, so good, so freaking good. 2 new consoles, tons of games, so much to play all at once. Like old stuff, new stuff, exploring UI, figuring out how we're gonna fit these boxes in our entertainment center. I feel like it's gonna take a few weeks for the dust to really settle and us to decide how successful these console launches actually were and what the future is for the 2 new boxes. But for many of you, you haven't had a chance to play yet. And so in today's News and Nuggets update, I want to focus on when your next guaranteed opportunity to grab a PS5 and Xbox Series X is, where, when, how you're going to do it. I'm here to help you. But we also have interesting new stuff on the Xbox front, some frame rate goodies to share with you. And then Sony having some struggles. I've been loving their stuff, but this is a bit odd, so let's jump right in. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from XPForce. Hope you're doing fantastic. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is going to be a very cool channel, I promise you. So get in on it while you can. Basically, Black Friday is going to be your next best opportunity. There may be some restocks that randomly happen, but those are so hard. You see it on Twitter, you're already 4 minutes late, and it's already gone. But we know that GameStop is going to have limited quantities of Series X and PS5 in stores. Now, everybody's trying to be smart and safe and make most of their deals available online, but GameStop wants you in the store on Friday, November 27th, which I guess, at your own risk, but they are going to have some. Now, over here at Best Buy, they're going to have them online only, the Series X, the Series S, and the PS5. Now, we don't know how many, what time, but they will be available that Black Friday weekend, so just make sure you're ready. My best advice, as someone who got both an Xbox Series X and a PS5 pre-ordered, is to be persistent, okay? That's the top tip. You gotta get with it and stick with it the whole way. If it doesn't seem like it's working, stay the course. I clicked add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, and it didn't work over and over. And finally it did. And I think I outlasted those who gave up because I was there for like 45 minutes to an hour, and eventually I got the order to go through. You just keep clicking, keep trying to check out. You cannot give up. As someone who's always hunting for awesome limited edition shoes and consoles and things of this sort, persistence pays off, I promise you. And if you can't get it on your computer, not your phone, because it's always easier. Now, we also know, most specifically, that Walmart on Wednesday, November 25th at 7 p.m. is going to have PS5 and Series X. So I kind of did these in reverse order. This is probably my favorite opportunity because it's first. Go for Walmart first, online only, 7 p.m. November 25th. Mark your calendars, set an iPhone alert right now, Apple Watch alert right now, Android alert right now. And then if you can't grab that, I actually like Best Buy's checkout system the best. Some people say it's the most busted and are frustrated by it, but I found that I had the easiest time here, and that's where I got my pre-orders. For whatever reason, it worked out. I also got Amazon, and I expect Amazon to have fluctuating stock as we approach the Christmas and Hanukkah season, but it's going to probably be random. We'll see if they make an announcement. If they do, I'll share it with you. But right now, it's just like, oh my gosh, you're going to have to catch it on Twitter. So these 3 stores are your best bet, and I wish you luck. I wish you so much luck. If I find out anything new, I'll let you know. But remember, persistence, Walmart, then Best Buy, then GameStop if you gotta. One's pretty interesting. Apparently, Infinity Ward added 120 FPS mode to Call of Duty Warzone and Modern Warfare on Series X, but not PS5. Now, for all the conflict and the back and forth and the comparisons, one box is undoubtedly stronger than the other, and that's Microsoft's little tower. Despite being the tinier of the two, it does pack a bigger punch, and so stuff like this might start happening, where we do see games get better performance, better play on the Xbox side. Will it be enough to turn the tides? I'm not quite sure, but it's interesting that they are delivering 120 frames per second, and we'll have to see if that comes to Cold War. I think Cold War thus far has been really great. I've seen pretty positive reception. The campaign is bananas, bonkers. That ending, not going to spoil it, gets insane. Zombies is a fresh take, and multiplayer, I think, is very fun. It is cross-gen, but it looks really nice on the new consoles. And man, those adaptive triggers on PS5, I don't know if I love it or I hate it. It's like hard to change and go back from. Like, you play it there and you're like, I don't know if I can ever play it anywhere else because it's so different. It's visceral. I think I like it more in single player, where it's more of an immersive edition. And in multiplayer, it feels like it is limiting my speed. I don't know. That's just the sense I get. So I turned it off in multiplayer. I turned it on in single player, and I enjoy it. But Xbox is going to have the best in terms of frame rate. I mean, more often than not, it will be directly comparable. But there will be instances, and we're already seeing one in week 1, where Infinity Ward is adding better performance to Xbox and not PlayStation. Will it become a really popular Difference? I doubt it, but we'll have to pay attention because it's something to watch for when we talk about which console is better, especially as both of their lineups begin to flesh out. Now, I've been loving my PS5, and I think it's hard to dispute that the launch lineup is just greater for Sony's side. But some issues have been popping up for players, and I had a few crashes myself. I've seen some people say they prefer the Xbox experience specifically because it's smoother out the gates, despite the lack of a lineup. And now we have this odd thing where over 100 backward compatible PS4 games have some issues on PS5, or at least they may have varying degrees of difficulty running. This comes from Kotaku, and you'll see this screen pop up if you put in a game like Flint Hook, Hellblade, Everybody's Golf. You might experience unexpected game behavior while playing this PS4 game on your PS5 console. And you can go to their website and look through the list of games, but like in Hellblade, they found odd blurry areas in some of the opening sequence graphics. Flint Hook had slowdown, Everybody's Golf had flickering scenery graphics, and it's just some other odd things like that that don't break the games, but it's a bit baffling. It's a bit confusing, and it begins to beg the question, did Sony do enough due diligence in their backwards compatible program? We know that was Xbox's emphasis. Play every Xbox game, the most games, Game Pass, old games, really old games, your new multi-platform titles. Sony was like, okay, we also have that, but hey, focus on Spidey, Demon's Souls, eventually Ratchet, Horizon, Returnal, all that jazz. Again, some of these things are going to take time to really suss out. Will the Xbox have many games that run better? Will the PS5 have a bunch of backwards compatibility issues? And do either of those things actually affect when you play? Do you think you'll be affected by 120 frames per second? Do you think you'll be bothered that some of the old games that you might not even have don't work? Or do these things wash away and it's really just about what you can play now? Cyberpunk on the consoles, Madden 21 when it hits in December, eventually the exclusives. Is that what really counts? Or do these nuances matter to you? I'd love to hear your take in the comments down below, and let me know if you're still hunting for a Series X or PS5. I hope those tips help, and it's very interesting to see how these things work out and how these consoles continue to evolve as they're in the wild for the first 2 days. It's been such a fun time, and I appreciate your support. Thanks for being here with me. I hope you'll join me for the rest of the journey, so subscribe if you haven't already, smash that like button. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody, and until next time, I love you a lot. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. XPForce, out.